And so our scene must to the battle fly, where, oh for pity, we shall much disgrace, with 4 or 5 most vile and ragged foils, the name of Agincourt, yet sit and see, minding true things by what their mockeries be.
Montez à cheval! My horse, Valley! La croix!
Bref, spit!
Ah, les œufs à la terre!
Oui, elle est feu.
Si elle Now, my Lord Constable.
Our steeds for present service, nay.
Mount them and make incisions in their hides so that their hot blood doth spin in English eyes and doubt them with superfluous carnage.
The horse. You gallant princes, straight to horse. There is scarce work enough for all our hands, scarce blood enough in all their veins to give each naked cuttle axe of stain. For that today our French gallants shall draw out and sheath. For like the sport, let us but blow on them. And a very little let us do. And then all is done, then shall the trumpet sound, for our approach shall so dare the field, that the English shall couch down in fear and yield.
Why do you stay so long, my lords of France? You only long carry on desperate of their bones ill faith, readily become the morning field, and their executors the knavish crows fly over them all impatient for the hour. Description cannot suit itself in words to describe the life of a battle in life, so lifeless as it shows itself.
They have said their prayers and they stay, but for their death.
Give them dinners and fresh suits. And let us feed their fasting horses provender. And then after...
Fight with them! I stay before my guidon. I will the banner from a trumpet take and use it for my haste. Come. Come away. The sun is high and we outwear the day. On.
Where is the king? Where is the king?
The king himself has rode to view their battle.
Of fighting men they have 3 fourscore-thousand.
There's 5 to 1. Besides, they all are fresh.
God's arm strike with us. 'Tis a fearful odds. God be with us, princes all. On to my charge.
Although we had here but 1/10,000 of those men in England that do no work today.
What's your wishes, sir?
My cousin Westmoreland?
No, fair cousin. If we are marked to die, we are enow to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honour. For God's will, I pray thee, wish not one man more. By Jove, I am not covetous for gold, nor care I who doth feed upon my cost. It yearns me not when men my garments wear, such outward things dwell not in my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honour, I am the most offending soul alive. No, faith, my cuz, wish not a man from England. God's peace, I would not lose so great an honour as one man more, methinks would share from me for the best hope I have. Wish not one man more. Rather, claim it, Westmoreland, through my host, that he which hath no stomach to fight, let him depart. His passport will be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse. We would not die in that man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will stand a tiptoe when the day is named, and rouse him at the name of Crispian. He that outlives this day and sees old age shall yearly on the vigil feast his neighbours and say, "Tomorrow is Saint Crispian." Then he shall strip his sleeve and show his scars and say, "These wounds I had on Crispian's day." Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he will remember with advantages what feats he did that day. And then shall our names, as familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford, Exeter, Warwick and York, Salisbury and Gloucester be in their flowing cups, freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispin Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day until the ending of the world, where we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we a band of brothers, for he who sheds his blood with me today shall be my brother. Be he ne'er so vile, and this day shall gentle his condition. And those gentlemen in England, now abed, shall think themselves accursed that they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, when any doth speak that fought with us on St. Crispin's day.
My sovereign lord, bestow yourself with speed. The French are bravely in their battle set, and will with all expedience charge on us.
All things are ready if our minds be so.
Perish the man whose mind is backward now.
Why? Wishest thou no help from England, cos?
God's will. Would you and I alone could fight this royal battle without my help, my liege.
But now thou hast unwished 5,000 men, which likes me better than to wish us one. Come, you all know your places, and God be with you all.
Once more, I come to know of thee, King Harry. If for thy ransom thou wilt now compound before thy most assured overthrow, so certainly thou art so near the gulf thou needs must be englutted. Besides, in mercy the constable desires thee thou wilt mind thy followers of repentance, that their souls may make a sweet and peaceful retire from off these fields on which their bodies must lie and fester.
Who hath sent thee now?
The Constable of France.
I bid thee bear my former answer back. Bid them achieve me and sell my bones. Good God, why must they mock poor fellows thus? The man that did once sell the lion's skin while the beast still lived was killed while hunting him. For many our bodies shall no doubt find native graves, upon which I trust will witness live in brass of the day's work. For those that leave their valiant bones in France, dying like men, though buried in your dunghills, they shall be famed. For there the sun shall greet them and draw their honours reeking up to heaven, leaving their earthly parts to choke your clime, the smell of which shall breed a plague in France. We are but warriors for the working day. Our gainness and our guilt are all besmirched with rainy marching in the painful field. There's not a piece of feather in our host. Good argument, I hope we will not fly, and time hath worn us into slovenly. But by the mass, our hearts are in the trim. Comest thou no more for ransom held? Thou shalt have none, I swear it, by these my joints, which, if thou will have them as I leave in them, will offer but little. Go and tell the constable.
I shall. And so fare thee well. You never shall see Harold any more.
I fear thou will come once more for ransom.
My lord, most humbly on my knee I beg the leading of the vowed.
Take it, brave York. Soldiers, bid them march away, and how it pleasest thou